welcome to my channel. Just a quick one today, guys. I wanted to share with you the unstuffing of my holiday fund. So if you've been following me for a little while, you'll know that I have been saving for a holiday in September. I have been putting £50 a week into this little envelope system, and I'm finally done, and it is time to unstuff and put the money into the bank to pay off the holiday. So it's been a bit of a journey, I tell you. I'm not great at sticking with stuff. So the likes of diets and savings, and I'm not good at it. So we've got 10 envelopes chock full of beautiful, beautiful hard cash, and I'm just so proud of myself. So yeah, I mean, early on it did feel pretty, early on it did feel pretty daunting, I've got to tell you. So that first week when it was just a pile of empty envelopes, I thought, I'm never going to do this, I'm never going to stick with it, it's going to feel unattainable and I'm not going to be able to do it. But I kept going. I had at least a week, possibly two, where our income was low and I wasn't able to pay into this. I kept going and I have achieved what I set out to achieve. So really, that is what I want to say today. I want to say to you that if you are struggling to get started, or if you're giving yourself a hard time because this 1 week you have failed to pay into whatever challenge you've been planning to pay into, or if you've saved up a chunk of money and you've had a little slip or a big slip and you've spent it all on something else, not what you were intending to spend that money on, let yourself off the hook, brush yourself off and keep going or start again. We are very good at giving ourselves a hard time. We're very good at telling ourselves that we're not trying hard enough, putting ourselves down, telling ourselves we're not good enough, that we're not doing enough. We need to stop that and we need to give ourselves a break, and we need to just revel in the small victories or the big victories and just look at it and think, I did that. Well, I did that. I saved £500 out of a relatively small budget for our holiday, and now we don't have to worry about it. We don't have to think about putting anything on credit cards or going into the overdraft or anything like that. We are sorted for our holiday, and I'm feeling pretty proud, I gotta tell you. So there's 500 here. There's 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 3 20 in 20s, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 180 in 10s, 320 in 20s, £500. Cold hard cash can go into, so I've got 2 envelopes. One is to pay for the cottage, one is our spending money. So there's 320 there, 330, 340. 350 is going into the cottage. I'm sending all the 20s up to them and I'm keeping the 10s because I'm always struggling to find 10s for my weekly envelopes, and the cash machines never seem to give me enough 10s. So 320 for the cottage and 150 for our spending money. So this is going to be on top of our normal weekly spends. So our weekly cash envelopes get £170, so that's going to go towards that 150. Obviously the fuel, like the money we put towards petrol, is going to go towards getting up there and travelling around when we are there, but we're going to have a good chunk of money. We're probably going to have about £200 to just get food and treats and do activities. And we're by the water, we're by Windermere, so we might rent a boat one day, maybe maybe a day when we don't have our daughter. I don't know how well it will go having a tiny little toddler on a boat. I'm sure she will love it, but I don't know if I would enjoy it if I was constantly panicking that my child was going to go overboard. But we'll be able to do lots of fun things. We found a couple of activities that we want to do, a couple of places we want to go, a couple of walks that we want to do, and it's going to be amazing. So it was a very quick one. I mainly wanted to show that if you put your mind to it, if you get started, that is often the hardest thing to do. Get started, stick with it, and give yourself a break if you mess up. And you will achieve whatever it is that you're setting out for, even if it seems completely unattainable, even if it's like 10, 15, 20, 30,000 pounds for a deposit on a house. If you break it up into little chunks, you're going to get there eventually. And once you get started and you stick with it, you are going to gain momentum, and you're going to be looking for all those little places where you can claw back a bit of extra cash, because seeing that money build up is just so rewarding, especially if you do it in cash. I find I work much better saving cash than I would just putting money into a savings account, because the numbers on the screen don't mean anything. Yes, I know they mean something, but they're not tangible. And I think that's the downside to everything being like digital and just, oh, boop, I've spent £492. It doesn't feel like anything, but handing over £492 in cash feels, oh, yeah, that would feel like something. So, anyway, have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you so much for watching this little short video, and I'll see you for my next one. Take care. Happy budgeting.